guys, welcome back to the table. Here I am with wonderful artist, illustrator, and comic book guy, Gavin Mitchell. Hi, Gavin.
Hello, Tom.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
Very
Little
good.
bit sleepy. I've just had my dinner.
Oh, what did you have for your dinner?
Oh man, I mean it was a Tesco's meal deal.
Okay.
Other stores are available, but it was like chicken in like what was it? Cabernet Sauvignon.
Ooh,
Like it sounds really fancy, but
that
it was
does
a little
sound
bit.
fancy.
It's just a pop in the oven for half-hour type job. So it's
Well,
about as
that's good.
fancy as
You
it
don't want
gets.
you going hungry during the recording, obviously.
No. Well, I did after watching previous episodes. I made sure to eat before.
Exactly. Yeah. So I've got another question coming up. I'm not going to ask you that. I'm going to ask you first of all to just tell everyone a little bit about yourself and your work.
Okay, I'm Gavin. I'm a Scorpio. I live in Wales, and I'm looking for love. No, let's see, because I've done a few things. I was one of the original artists for the Pride, for Joe Glass's The Pride, which is on
Mm.
Comixology. I also Steve Jackson's The Trolltooth Wars. I did the
Oh, wow,
graphic
yeah.
novel adaptation of that with PJ Montgomery. I'm currently doing Rum Row with Andrew Maxwell. But
Wow.
yeah, we're wrapping up. Well, I say wrapping up. I'm still like in knee deep in issue 4 at the moment, and then I'm also tinkering with my own stuff as well at the moment.
Fantastic. We'll pry a little bit more into that in a minute. But I guess we should start. But before we do, have you got a drink there?
I have got a drink. I mean, it's
What is
just
that?
water, but it's just
Just
water.
water.
Just
It's a
staying
very
hydrated.
funky cup, though. I like that.
Mm-mm. It's one of those like thermos ones, so it keeps it cool all day.
Very, very cool. Nice. Yeah. Or you could have hot if you wanted, I guess.
Hot water.
But not both. You can't have both
No.
hot and cold in there.
Tepid.
Good stuff.
Just tepid.
So you will be familiar with Gavin has done homework, so I'm impressed with Gavin already. Well done, you. You'll be fully aware of what this is, and I'm going to open it up if I can find which way around it goes.
No professors trying to convince people of unicorns. That seemed when you pulled that out, I was like, oh god, how would you draw that?
They are tough. It's a really tough one out there.
It's like, oh, guys nailed it.
I'm going to be doing some shout outs soon on the Twitter to get some more of these to fill this box back up. So watch out for those. Have you ever submitted any for this?
I haven't. No, I've managed to miss them because when I saw you pulling out names, I was like, oh.
Yeah, next time. Okay, first up we've got Mike Tyson. That was suggested by FPL Fly on the Twitter, so thank you very much for that. Mike Tyson, that's one might need a picture reference for that one. Mike Tyson is going to be a banker.
Okay.
He's in finance. Okay, that makes sense.
So far, I can get a grip on this. Yeah,
it's not too far out there. Thank you to Dust Bunny Mafia for that one. And we have a location. We're running low on locations, but we have Saturn's rings.
Just okay.
For finance.
Now it's got difficult.
Thanks to Gordon Brett for that one. And away we go.
I'm just making sure I'm recording.
Good stuff. And
well.
yeah, one thing. Do you do many cons?
Well, we did. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we only squeezed in one this year, which was.
Oh, that was good going. Yeah.
When was that? It's like back in January, I think.
It had to, yeah, because lockdown was what, March? I guess that started, and.
Yeah. I can't remember. Sorry, I'm just looking up at my I've got a big wall chart and I'm seeing if I put it on there.
Right. I thought we were just sort of looking into your mind.
No. Yeah. Oh cripes, what was it? I think it was the one in Cheltenham.
Oh, yeah, is that True Believers?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Good stuff.
Which
excellent.
crack it. Always have a good time at True Believers.
I've never actually done it. It was on my list to do, but yeah, never actually done it. So yeah, when things are back open again, that'll be definitely on my list to get down to. It's quite. People tell me it's quite a sort of pure comics sort of place. You know, a lot of cons are mixed in with other stuff, but that one's very comics only sort of thing.
At least because you find that without sounding patronising or diminishing, like the smaller cons are more focused. It seems they're not trying to sprawl out and try and catch everything.
Yeah,
so
gotcha. So I found that. Yeah, have you ever done Nottingham?
Yes, I actually did an illustration for the posters. Not last year, but the year before.
Yeah.
I did the female Robin Hood in the trees.
Yes, I remember it well. Yeah, it was over everything. I've got the bookmark, I think, from that year with that.
Yeah, I still got the bookmark as well. It's like whenever anything, I was like, just keep that as a souvenir. Like,
that might be the one where I did something for the anthology actually. Did a couple of pages in that. It might be that year. I'm not sure.
I can't remember if we did anything for that anthology as well. But again, they're great as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why I was going to say that they're very sort of pure comic-y con, and they are absolutely lovely. The people there. Well, that's Gordon Brett who suggested Saturn's Rings is in the Brett family who run the Nottingham Comic Con.
I thought when I hear Brett, it's like
Kevin Kell Brett, yeah, and then there's Sam Brett, and then there's Gordon Brett, who's well, I know he's Sam's uncle. I assume he's related in that way. Oh, this has gone radically. All right, I've never done that before. I'm starting again.
Cardinal sin. At least do it early on. Like,
yes, exactly.
You're gonna restart. Do it early.
Yeah, my Tyson just was not up to scratch.
I'm
Oh.
I've seen. Well, he had his own cartoon, and also you've got Punch Out as cartoony references.
Funnily enough, I'm going to give a little bit of an exclusive. I don't know whether this will be released by the time I get these out, but I do have a video games sticker coming out from my sticker club, and I will show you. Do you recognise this guy?
Oh, it vaguely reminds me of Chuck Rock, but it's not Chuck Rock.
He's from Punch Out. He's King Hippo. He's one of the first. He's maybe the third guy you fight in Punch Out.
Oh.
Got like a plaster on his belly, and that's his weak spot. Spoiler.
I just know. We growing up, it was always like we had the Amiga. So that's
yeah.
Old school. So
yeah, I had an old Amstrad. It was looking back now, it wasn't the console to win out, you know. Something by the wayside, certainly wasn't the winner.
Yeah, I bought into mini disc as MP3s were getting big. So
yeah. How's your Tyson? Are you penciling out, or are you going straight on details?
No, I'm not as brave as I saw when I saw Gustavo doing his. Like he just went straight in with inks.
Yeah.
I'm not that brave.
Amazing to watch him, isn't he? He's a real talent.
Yeah, and super nice as well, which makes it even worse.
Absolutely adorable man as well. Yeah. Yeah, so nice. But then I've only had nice people on here. This is it's not a place for people I don't. You're probably one of the guys. You and Rosie actually are probably the guys that I've known the least who've come on. But Rosie did a sort of volunteered to help me out. And do you know how you ended up on here?
No idea. What happened?
I was watching a live stream of John Tucker. Do you know John
Tucker?
Yes.
I do know.
I asked him who else, because he's been on this. I said, who else would be good on here? And he mentioned you.
Oh, lovely John.
I'm highly recommended.
Oh, he's fantastic. His live streams, like he should be on like proper TV.
Oh,
He's so
absolutely
funny.
wonderful. Yeah, yeah, he's absolutely brilliant. I'm so in awe of him. His art and his he's just so funny. He's just comedy. He's just a hilarious guy.
Yeah. I'll often be in my room laughing by myself, and Emily, my wife next door, will be going, "What are you laughing at?" Oh, it's John.
Yeah,
He said
exactly.
something like.
The same, exactly the same.
But no, it's because of I asked him questions about the iPad, because he uses iPad to do his art on for when he's streaming mostly.
Yeah. Yeah,
And
yeah.
it just blew my mind how quickly and easily he could just maneuver around on
Yeah.
it, and I was like, ooh. So I recently invested in one.
Is that what you're using now?
Yes.
The iPad.
Because
Yeah.
I've normally got Clip Studio,
Yes, brilliant. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah,
formerly
fantastic.
Manga Studio,
Yeah.
but that's for how much it is, or if you get it in a sale, because I think I managed to get it for like when it was
Yes, there's often sale.
£30 or something.
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. That's
But
really good because it will last you forever.
yeah, it's ridiculously powerful like program.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I couldn't carry my PC round with me.
No.
or draw in bed. So.
Yeah, yeah. You need the mobile. I've got the Wacom Mobile Studio, and it's absolute godsend. Just have it around with you everywhere, and you can draw and you can do work on the move. It's amazing.
Yeah, like I've only had this like 2 or 3 weeks now, but like already it's like, oh, I can just chip away at doing bits rather than thinking, oh, I need to get back to my desk. I need to get back. So
exactly that, and yeah, it gives you so much more freedom. Wow, Mike Tyson has some intricate face tattoos. Oops.
I've drawn the other side of his face, so
Oh,
you
okay.
only see little bits of it creeping over.
I wish I'd thought of that.
I spent half my time trying to think of how not to draw stuff. Like, how can I hide that? How can I?
Yeah, we've recently had on the actually, I was talking about it with Sean O'Reilly recently, who's on it will be the previous one to when this one comes out, about things that I try and avoid. And there's always the classic is, it's horses, crowds, cars. Illustrators hate those sort of things, and yeah, so I've always tried to find a way around those sort of things. And if a writer just puts crowd scene, then it's incredibly annoying.
They never specify the angle, so you can.
Yeah,
I can just put it like so. You're mostly focused on someone's shoulder taking up 2/3 of the panel or something like.
Yeah, that's so clever. Tips from the pros. I like that. That's very cool. So I have one of your books here. Can you guess which one it is?
Is it Trolltooth War?
No, it is
Was it the Pocket Monsters?
Pocket Full of Monsters.
Pocket Full of Monsters.
It's awesome. Yeah, absolutely. It's my well-thumbed edition. You can see it's not in pristine condition.
Yeah. That's a good sight, though. A well-read book.
Yeah, exactly. And yeah, it's brilliant because I remember having those. I remember keeping them in an old McVitie's biscuit tin, all those the little characters. And yeah, it was great sort of reliving them and reading your stuff on them, your commentaries on them as well. What brought that book up?
I mean, did you see the campaign video for it?
Yes. Yeah,
I was almost verbatim what happened in that, where I literally had gone home to see my parents, and then rummaging in the shed, where it's like, oh, there might be some cool toys in here that I can, feed my adolescent, like just never growing up and surrounding yourself with toys still. But I was like, oh, there might be some really cool stuff that I can save. And then I started finding a bunch of them. I was like, ooh, these would be good to draw. And it just came about as like, I drew one of them and I was like, oh, this is quite nice. I'll draw another one. And then they were like pieces to sort of warm up or do in between from doing like proper comic pages.
Right. Okay.
But then I was like, oh, I can type a load of rubbish about them as well and take nice pictures, and then
It's funny as well. It's a really, really good read. And yeah, if anybody hasn't checked out that video, then do. Is that the one that's on your Twitter? Is it?
I think I've still got it pinned. Yeah.
Fantastic. So yeah, go to Gavin's Twitter profile and check that out. We'll do social media links at the end, but it is very, very much worth a watch. Is it still available, that book? Was it just for the Kickstarter?
Yeah,
people?
no. If you it's on the Happy Clam Etsy, but if you find it through the Kickstarter now lets you put in links. So when a campaign's finished, you can click on it and it will take you straight to the shop. So
excellent. That's useful. I did not know that. That's very good. Is Happy Clam just you, or is it a collective, or is it?
It's me and Emily. It's me and my wife.
Oh,
it's,
right. Okay.
So because we do conventions together, and like she did Brain Shoodles,
right,
which is a mental health scene that she did.
Oh, cool.
Like she'd be the first to admit, like she's not an artist or like does comics or anything, but it was something that really helped her with like mental health issues and stuff, and
cool.
been very well received. And then like
Awesome.
we thought, well, it'll be easier for us to get into conventions if we just go under as Happy Clam or something like a banner rather than Gavin Mitchell, Emily Owen, like.
Yeah.
So, and it just makes it easier to have a home for stuff that we do. That's
absolutely. Yeah. It's really cute as well. It's a lovely, lovely little logo.
Yeah. I mean, it's a slight Kirby rip-off, but.
Oh, I see. What you... I hadn't actually thought of that. That's.
If Kirby had swallowed a clam, that's what.
That's awesome. No, great art is steel. That's what they say, isn't it?
I have read that. Didn't you say that? I think you said that, didn't you?
Yeah, it was me. That's
you
right.
You claim that as your own.
It was very much me. Yeah.
So was it the Rings of Saturn?
The Rings of Saturn was our location. Yeah.
Oh, that's quite big.
It is big, isn't it? I think I've drawn a very large Mike Tyson, considering the scale of my Saturn.
So far, I've just drawn Mike Tyson in a suit.
Same. It's really interesting how often the designs that that people draw, that my guests draw, are very similar to mine. I think there is a sort of collective consciousness, or a mental library that we all pull ideas from, and a lot of them are pretty similar.
I think my camera's frozen.
Oh yes, yeah. I just thought you were being very still.
Pop off and then pop. There we go.
You're gonna come back.
Camera off and then camera. There we
go. There you are. We're back.
It's going to be interesting. this Rings of Saturn.
Yeah. Yeah, here we go. So how much of your time is spent sort of doing digital art as opposed to your the more traditional methods?
Almost 100% now.
On the digital side?
Yeah, I've sort of foregone. If I ever start drawing analog now, I find myself sometimes going to press a button on the paper.
Oh, I'm not.
And it's like,
away
there. Yeah. Oh, I actually need to zoom in. Oh no, this is real life. I can't.
It just short circuits your brain, doesn't it?
Yeah. And even going from iPad to the Cintiq, there's still enough differences where it's again the beautiful thing about the. I'm not doing an advert for iPads, but because you can rotate it and do what you want with it, it just makes it so much easier to quickly manipulate the page.
Oh yeah.
And then I expect it to be able to do it on the Cintiq when you can't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, yeah, this is not a problem previous generations have had. I don't think it's a peculiar one to our sort of generations, I guess.
Yeah, it is very my diamond shoes are too
Yeah.
tight. I know, like I'm aware. Oh, how sad for you. Your lovely technologies isn't quite up to scratch.
Yeah, we're gonna have to be. The expectation on us now is that we should be super productive now because we've got so much to help us.
You'd think, really. I do honestly feel like I'm one of the slowest people I know.
Yeah. So you're in Wales, did you say?
Yes, in South Wales near Cardiff.
Ah, right. Good stuff. Good stuff. How'd you find yourself there? Because you don't sound Welsh.
No, originally from Kent, but then
Right.
grew up in Cambridgeshire,
Mm.
and then fell in love with a Welsh girl
Ah, where in
who I'm
Cambridgeshire?
currently married to.
Oh, wonderful. I was going to say it'd be inappropriate if it wasn't the one you're currently married.
No, that would be. It would tough conversation after this. So,
Whereabouts in Cambridgeshire were you? Because that's where I am, and have
oh,
spent
really? Oh,
most of my life.
March.
In March, right? Yes, I know it well. Yeah, I know the area. Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Near Wisbech.
yes, yeah, not too far. I'm in a place called Melbourne, which is near Royston. If you know that sort of area, it's South Cambridgeshire.
I think I've driven through there.
Quite possibly. I grew up in St Neots. If you live in that,
Oh no,
rings a
yes,
bell.
yeah.
Yeah. So that's yeah, small world.
I used to work in the Forbidden Planet in Cambridge.
Did
If
you
you've ever been.
really?
Yeah.
May have crossed
Like
paths
about
previously.
uh that's got to be like 7, 8 years ago now. No. Oh God. Yeah. 8 years ago now.
Yeah, I've almost certainly been in there in that time.
Probably. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. And that was I used to commute like it would be like an hour and a half.
Oh man.
But because I got to work in a comic book shop, I was like, I'll
Yeah,
do it. I'll do it.
absolutely. What was the best thing about working in Forbidden Planet?
Um, getting to borrow the well, no, I didn't. Yeah, borrow the comics. I did all give them back. Like I made it sound as though I was just thieving them. No. Yeah, no, getting to borrow the comics and then be like, uh, the manager would always be like, oh, this is really cool. Check this out. And most of the time, he was right.
Oh, fantastic. So you get all the recommendations as well.
And you could get your hands on the like the more exclusive stuff as well.
Ah, of course. Yeah,
Variant
yeah, yeah.
thing.
Stash a
If you're in
few
the mood.
away before they go out on main sale. I like that.
The worst bit though is doing the count, like when you're checking people's pull boxes. Oof.
Oh, really?
It just took forever, and all
Oh,
the time.
right.
Like I think it was every Monday morning. You had to go in, do a count,
Yeah.
and check it against the list and who's been in, who hasn't.
Oh gosh, right. Yeah, of course. Yeah. No, it does seem like fun whenever I see them, and I get all mine from OK Comics in Leeds. I used to live in Leeds and just carried on that. I like supporting the shop, to be honest, because they're lovely. But yeah, they always send me a lovely note each whenever there's stuff to send out, and they always seem happy and cheery. You just think, oh, how lovely! You just must be really happy little shop there. Nice individuals.
They're just really good at pretending. They need your
Yeah,
custom.
that's it, isn't it? Yeah.
Nah, that's good, man. Like we'd have like regulars and stuff, and it was always it's like with any retail. Like some people are really cool, some people
Yeah,
are really not.
yeah, of course there will be. Yeah, there's going to be mean, nasty people in all of them. It's like cons as well, I suppose.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
tend to be nice people at cons.
no, I used to work in Asda as well in
Yeah.
Cambridge, and ooh, I think that should be like national service for everyone. You need to go work in a supermarket for just a year. Just do a year, and you'll have a whole new appreciation for for like what they go through.
Oh God.
It's nuts, man.
Oh man, yeah, I can't imagine. It must be some trying experiences.
It's yeah. The comic book shop was definitely a much nicer environment.
Yeah, yeah, oh, absolutely certainly will be. People with a passion, that's the thing, isn't it? It's people love something, then it's always nice to talk things through with them.
Mm. It was nice being able to like if someone comes in looking for a comic for someone and they don't really
Yeah,
know where to start, then it's
yeah,
always nice to try and help them and like
yeah,
what are they into? Like what
yeah,
kind of peripherals do they like? Because then I can kind of they might
absolutely,
like this.
yeah. No, yeah, I found some really, really good stuff that way as well. But by saying, here's some of my favourites. What else do you think I'll like? And people are good at that, because they're experts.
Mm. Like because I used to go to university in Aberystwyth,
Oh
which
right,
is
yeah,
like right on the coast of Wales in the middle, and I'd have to
yeah,
go through Birmingham
right,
on the train.
yeah.
And I used to go to, is it Nostalgia and Comics in Birmingham?
Oh, don't know.
Yeah, it was really up the road from the train station.
Right.
And I used to go in there, and the guy in there recommended, uh, what was it, Why the Last Man? And he was like, if you don't like cry, like when you finish reading this, you're not human. And he was right. Like when I got to the end of like the 10th volume, I was like, oh my God, like holy hell, what a story! Like, so it was
Serious.
really nice. Like, yeah. If I heartily recommend it.
Okay, what was it again called?
Classic. Why the Last Man?
Why the Last Man? Right.
Why
Okay.
the Last Man? I'll give it a quick premise. Is Yorick wakes up one day to find out that he is literally the last alive man on Earth,
Oh wow.
and then his girlfriend is in Australia, and he makes it his mission to meet back up with his girlfriend.
Yeah.
And it's one of those. It's like a road trip comic,
Wow,
and
that sounds amazing.
it's yeah, it sprawls like yeah.
You say it was 10
It-
volumes.
10 volumes, but it's finished. It's quite old now. It came out from Vertigo.
Oh wow, right. So
Uh,
is it 10 trades, I guess, and
and trades, yeah. It's Brian K. Vaughan who did
right.
Saga as well. If you
Yeah, yeah. Okay. Good stuff. That sounds awesome.
yeah, one of the only comics to
To
like
really
sat
move you.
sat in my parents' garage, finishing it up, wiping away a tear, going, "Oh my
Oh man.
god!"
It's nice when any sort of culture can do that, but especially a comic, and that's a lovely thing.
Honestly, yeah, you just don't. It never occurred to me that that could really stir up that kind of
Yeah,
those emotions.
yeah,
It's just pictures on a page.
exactly. But
Silly
then when
word.
you read something heavy like Mouse, you see that that could be you're telling something which is a very very you know, dark and serious true
Yeah.
tale, and it's a beautiful medium to do it in because it takes the edge off, I think, rather than seeing a terrifying military people, there it is a cat and a mouse, which is slightly easier to take. When you're going through the story, it's not quite as heavy, but it's still got the emotional heft to it.
Yeah, and because they're like archetypes, we understand the nature of a cat when you put it into context with a mouse. Like the
Yes,
cat's going to try and go after the mouse. Like
exactly.
so,
Yeah,
it informs that shorthand as well.
absolutely. Yeah, it's a real work of genius, isn't it?
Comics, man. Like
I know, absolutely amazing. I mean, my comics are just very silly all the time. I can't imagine moving anybody in a serious way. But maybe I'll try that one day.
no, same. Like I it's trying to do something serious, and it's like no. Like who are you? Like what are you trying to do?
Who do you think you are coming here? Yeah, I suppose trying to think of the ones that any other ones I've read that had a real emotional element to them. I suppose there's most of mine are funny comics, funny books. Generally, the stuff that I read anyway. So it's there's less emotion to them. But I'm sure there are ones that have had a real impact as well. I'll carry on thinking. Try and look at my wall of books over here and see if anything jumps out.
Yeah, I mean, I've never really cried at a Batman or.
Well, yeah, it's a harder reach, I guess, isn't it? Maybe not, crying, but certainly there's some serious emotions going on in a lot of things here. Yeah, because there's a lot of relatability in comics as well. There's especially the sort of slice of life ones, and those sorts of things are, they are taken from people's lives, or at least inspired by. So they are human experience, aren't they?
Yeah.
I tell you one that comes closest that I can think of right now. Have you seen Carry Me, Dan Barry?
No, I know, but I know. Well, I don't know Dan Barry, but I know his stuff.
Yeah, it's utterly beautiful. He's obviously, if you know him, he's a lovely guy, very talented guy, and a very nice man as well. So he's he's got a lot of good content, so a lot of it very funny stuff, and that one was a real there's emotion in that as well. It really stirs you up, and it's his style's very, very nicely suited to that as well.
He does like
effortless, but he's impossible to do.
What was one of the? What's it? It's like Silver. Is it Silver Darlings? He did.
I don't know. Maybe
it was like I can't remember. I'm terrible. Like I'm so out of touch with comics. or at least if comics about 10 years ago, I can talk about. But like
Well, exactly. Yeah, it's mainly just people that I know, and I know their comics, and that's really where my knowledge ends.
It's since not working in a comic book shop, it's really easy to sort of take your eye off the ball, so to speak.
Yeah, no, I absolutely can understand that. Absolutely.
And it's expensive enough. Like everyone's got a Kickstarter at the moment.
Yes.
It's like, I love all you guys, but please just give it a break for a month.
I know. I just can't support them all, and I want to.
Especially like if they're international, and you're like, oh, what's postage going to be now?
God, shipping, it kills you, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I don't mind paying $20 for a book, but when it's like that again.
Yeah.
Just to get it here.
Just to get it over. I had one recently that I really, really wanted to get. I just couldn't justify the postage, but ended up I didn't actually want it in the end, because I found out something about the creator that I didn't know before. And then I didn't.
That's happening a lot recently, isn't it?
Yeah. Suddenly I went off it. So it was lucky that somebody informed me. It was. I literally just sort of complained on Twitter about, I can't afford the postage on this. Would have loved to get this book. And then somebody said, do you know this about this person? I was like, no, I did not. But thank you for letting me know.
I mean, do you want to go into it, or are we?
I think I probably shouldn't at the moment.
Okay.
I can't actually remember his name.
So do you work digitally at all?
Everything starts off with a pencil drawing, like the book that I showed you earlier. Everything starts off as a sketch. I've tried doing, very occasionally I'll do something straight on the digital, but for some reason my creative brain won't be as creative or get the right lines somehow on a straight digital. So I always have to do the pencil first, and then I take a picture of it, put it on the tablet, and then draw over it basically.
Yeah.
And it was all coloured, that sort of stuff from there on in. So yeah, it just seems to be that way. But very occasionally, if it's something I've drawn a lot of times or I'm familiar with, it'll just be you can just sort of do a from memory straight digital sketch.
Nice. I yeah, I never sketch anymore. Or if I do, it's digital, and it's often with the idea I'm going to be putting this on Twitter.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
I've managed to condition myself that unless I don't feel like I doodle for fun anymore.
Yeah.
I feel like I need to get back into that habit.
Yeah. No, I don't hardly ever. But then I will suddenly find myself with a sketchbook and a pencil for an hour and just fill the page and just go, oh, that felt good, like an outpouring.
Yeah.
But it's fun. I try and draw a lot of stuff. I've been taking lots of inspiration from lots of different places. So we were discussing video games earlier on, and I was sort of thinking, what were fun characters from the video games? And Sam and Max was a video game that I remember playing and going, yeah, well these are current comic characters because they're from a comic, so I'm going to draw those guys. And lots of different just comic themes on the from lots of different places. And I really like football, so I draw football players and that sort of stuff and try and get a nice sort of likeness or caricature of those. So
I saw that Leeds has signed someone new that you're
very
indeed happy about.
Very excited about Rodrigo joining. Yeah. So yes, I drew him today.
I don't follow football, so I mean, I'm assuming he's good.
He is, but yeah, he plays for Spain, so yeah, proper international team. And Leeds have been very, very bad team for a long, long time. For about 16 years, they've been out of the top division. So it's a big thing for them to have a really good player like that.
He's got to carry them through the Premiership now.
Yes, and they've got more than one good player now, which is good, which has not been the case for a really long time. But I know most of my friends don't actually follow football, so I understand that most people aren't as excited about it as me, especially my wife, who thinks it's an absolute waste of time. I'm just making it very clear on this banner at the top of here that Saturn Banking Corp is only for those who have been banished from Earth.
Oh, so it's like it could be like a tax haven.
Yeah,
something like it's.
Oh, brilliant! Of course, it's a tax haven.
Look it up, kids. It's ask your parents what an offshore tax haven is.
Yes, especially if you're one of Gary Barlow's children, or boxers aren't that well known these days, are they? Mike Tyson in his time was a massive celebrity. Obviously not the nicest of men, but was a big name, wasn't he? As was Frank Bruno and
Chris Eubank.
Chris Eubank, Lennox Lewis. All these guys were huge names, weren't they?
Yeah, I mean, I think Mayweather.
Yeah.
That's all I've got now.
Still, yeah. So I think he's still fighting. I assume, but they're not that many. There used to be a big culture around it. Now maybe now there's more to watch on TV. Maybe the boxing was just on.
Possibly. I mean, it's sort of, I would say, shifted to UFC.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, there's more now, isn't there? Of course, yeah.
Yeah, there's much more fighting now. So.
Yeah. I'm not sure I agree with that. As a development for society, I think we should be looking towards less fighting.
Yeah. No, I'm in favour for that.
Good.
Yeah, I struggle to argue against.
The
How,
sorry, go on.
I was just going to ask, how far in are you? Because
I'm nearly there actually. Because
you, have you started colours yet?
yeah, I've done a
Jeez.
few
Oh, hang
colours,
on then.
yeah.
All right, finger out time.
But don't worry. Take as long as you need. As I'm sure you've seen on previous videos, I will just start something new if if you're going on. It's all good. I've got all night. I'm just adding more and more detail to this at the moment. I'm having quite a lot of fun with it. The special offer that Michael Tyson is offering to his people who want to come to Saturn, the tax haven, for some banking, is you get a free big punch with every account.
Oh, not the comic from John Locke and.
No, not those lovely guys. I wouldn't associate them with any sort of violence.
No. Although they are called Big Punch, so it's.
They are called Big Punch. It's
They're
stupid.
like
Yeah.
some of the nicest people in comics.
Yeah. Absolutely right. I can't. Yeah, I can imagine few people less likely to punch me.
Yeah, no.
You're definitely more likely to punch me.
Is it? I mean, I hope not.
I should get John on. Actually, he'd be a good person to draw with, I think. Who else would you recommend I get?
Ooh. That's tough because you've had a bunch of
Yeah, I've got
kids that I would have recommended, because I would have said Gustavo, I would have said Russell. I've got on my I can show you, like, back in the day when he was doing these at cons. I've got my how I died.
Yo-yo trick back right to the price of hubris. It's amazing.
I used to yo-yo back in the day, not like professionally or anything, but so.
Wow. So we didn't know that, Gem. That's a real uncovered one there.
Is
Ex-yo-yo pro.
Oh no. Amateur at best, like enthusiast.
Enthusiast. Which reminds me of an episode of The Simpsons where everyone gets into yo-yoing. You remember that one?
Oh no, is that one of the later seasons?
No, I think it's an early one. I would put it at 3 or 4.
Oh wow.
I don't know actually. I may be way off on that one. But yeah, everyone in the school gets into yo-yos and they all do their school projects about yo-yos, and it's like a yo-yo thing. Comes to the school. They play Age of Aquarius on the during the thing.
Oh, brilliant.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Back when Simpsons was good.
Oh, it was amazing. Yeah, when it was good, it was sublime, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is so ingrained into culture that I can't think of yo-yos without thinking of The Simpsons. So there's so many other things that it permeates.
It's The Simpsons, like it's like the episode of South Park where it's Simpsons did it. So have you seen that? Did you ever used to watch South Park?
I did, yeah, not a lot of it, but yeah, there was a period where I did watch, watch it quite a lot. So, but yeah, again, the later seasons I won't know anything about.
No, there was an episode of South Park where they kept trying to come up with a plot for the episode, kind of thing,
Yeah.
or the kids trying to do something, and it was like, oh, we can't do that because Simpsons have done that. It's like, oh, for God's sake.
They're very, very clever. They haven't. All the bases are covered.
I suppose if you've been running for as long as they have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, so many, the dozens of writers and on those sort of things, and geniuses writing on it. Is the plural of geniuses? Is it genii?
My camera has properly disappeared now.
Yeah, I've noticed you've disappeared.
It says like no device found.
Oh.
Which is interesting because it's a built-in camera.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm struggling with that one.
You've got your lovely skeleton face. You said that was a print that you did previously.
Yeah. I did that one and a Monkey Island 2, if you want to get specific.
That might be my favourite one as well.
Yeah, well, same. It's just the first one's fantastic, but the second one they just elevated it. The jokes
it's like
were just...
it leapt forward, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, really refined it, and yeah, just fell in love with those games.
Oh, wow. Can you still get those prints? Are they still available from you?
I do still have some, yes. As to where you can get them, I don't know.
They're not on the Happy Clam site.
They're not on the Etsy. They might be on my personal Big Cartel.
Right. Okay. Well, we'll have to give addresses at the end. I did Google you earlier, and as I wrote Gavin, you're sure you will know this already. But I tried writing in Gavin Mitchell, and there was an actor who called Gavin Mitchell. I was like, right, okay, that's not him. And then I put in Gavin Mitchell artist, and it's a fine artist called Gavin Mitchell.
Oh, that's new. When did he pop up?
Don't know. Also not you.
No, I thought it was just the actor.
Yeah, no, look at there's an artist as well. So I was like, this guy's impossible to find.
No. No wonder sales have been down.
Yeah, I thought you might have made these people up deliberately to cover your tracks.
No, I mean I'm aware of the actor Gavin Mitchell because he's like a Scottish comedy actor, and he's in like one of my favourite sitcoms.
Right, what's that?
Still Game.
Oh yes, yeah.
And again, I don't know. Looking back, I don't know how well that's aged, to be honest. But
is it inappropriate? I know of it, but I've never really. I can't recall anything of it.
Well, I think it should still be all right. I don't know. It's one of those things because it's reasonably old now. Like I think it's 10 to 15 years old now.
Yeah,
I mean
some things I'm sure that are.
And then they had a reunion recently to so they've been doing new episodes as well.
Right.
Which are much more palatable.
Good.
I'm making it sound as though it was really awful comedy, but it's not. It was just old guys getting into trouble and mischief. And he played the landlord who would always say something at them like, "Oh, here they are, Morecambe and Wise," and then they'd give it back to him, but with like swearing and like much more aggressive attitude.
Excellent. Good stuff. So what would you normally be doing on a Wednesday evening, do you think?
Not too dissimilar to this.
Oh,
I mean,
good.
not drawing Mike Tyson as a bank manager, but I'd be either settled downstairs on a settee, doodling.
Good stuff. That sounds nice. Perfect evening.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I say that. I spent last evening trying to perfect this. Well, the caricature I was talking about earlier on, Rodrigo, the new Leeds player. I could not nail it, and I was so tired. And I was like, I need to nail this. And it just wasn't coming. You know, certain people,
Yeah.
you just can't get. And actually, I showed my work this morning to another artist who knows what this guy looks like, and he was like, he's really hard to draw. He hasn't got any sort of massively distinguishing features. He's got quite a plain face. He's quite a nice looking guy, but he's sort of quite symmetrical face with not, just his features are all in proportion. So he's not helping me out really.
I much prefer drawing like ugly men.
Oh yeah.
Because they're
you need a big
with
nose
like
or a
gnarled
funny
face
haircut or
with
something
features. Absolutely. I tried drawing. Do you know who's surprisingly difficult? Patrick Swayze.
Patrick Swayze. Well, he's got quite an angular face, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's got high cheekbones, but it's tough to get him, if you know what I mean. Like he's surprisingly elusive. He's the Scarlet Pimpernel of illustrations. He's just I
wouldn't
he's too handsome.
Yes, that's it. I think any people who are too handsome are really hard to get.
Because they've got nice subtle curves or
exactly.
Like, features that just don't lend themselves to brash cartooning.
It's very, very true. Sorry if you can hear my dog barking. We have a puppy in the house and she's getting excitable. She's 10 weeks, so she's pretty tiny, except she's not tiny. She's big. For a 10-week-old.
What is it? What is she?
She is a black golden doodle. I'll get her if you like. Say hi.
Oh.
Yeah, this is me.
10 weeks. The size of that at 10 weeks. Oh, mate, how big's it gonna get?
It's huge. Yeah, you're right.
Oh,
that's
adorable. We got a Shih Tzu cross.
Oh wow! How lovely. Oh, it's yours.
She's 7 now.
Oh wow, fantastic! So proper.
But she's a rescue, so we've had a.
Oh, lovely. 3. That's fantastic. Oh, how lovely! Did you want a Shih Tzu specifically, or was it just a whatever came up?
It was. We wanted a reasonably smallish dog.
Right.
Just to sort of because it would. Bigger dogs need more space. They need more exercise. All that stuff. So we thought it would be a smarter choice for us to get a smaller dog. So then it fits into the house better.
Of course. Yeah. We had a big dog in a small house a little while ago, well, a good few years ago actually, and it does become quite cramped.
Yeah.
You're falling over each other.
The bigger the dog, the more expensive they are to keep because of how much food they get through.
Oh man, yeah, he was getting through 15-kilogram bags of dog food, and especially when he got older as well, because you have to buy specific older dog food. And it was very expensive to say. They're like 40, 50 pounds a sack.
Oh man. Oh yeah. We just get the I don't know how many kilos. I think it's only like 5 kilo back. No. Manageable. Basically, you can carry it with one hand. That's how big.
Yeah. This is good.
Yeah, it was.
Sorry, go on.
I was going to say, we got her. I think it was around Christmas time. Like, we'd been keeping an eye on the Dogs Trust website to see what dogs had come up, and then I think it was either Boxing Day.
Yeah.
I think they were open, and I was like ringing them up. Oh, can we come see this dog like on New Year's Day?
Oh,
see if she likes us. And surprisingly, like lots of people are after smaller dogs because we weren't
Right.
the only ones that were
Oh,
after her.
really?
Yeah, it's competition.
Yeah, I suppose around Christmas as well, because a dog can just be for Christmas as well. You can just keep it for Christmas and then get rid. That's one of the things of good things about dogs, isn't it?
Yeah. One and done. There we go.
Yeah. No, that's not obvious. Obvious. That's the
Obviously
joke.
not.
Don't buy a dog and then get rid of it. That's just. No, a lovely thing to
Oh,
do is to go to the rescue, isn't it?
yes, because there's lots of lovely, lovely dogs there that just, and it's not
Right.
always like they've been um, abandoned because of their bad behavior or whatever. It's,
Yeah.
it might have been like a family member has passed away and they can no longer. By the way, speaking of dogs, I can
Yeah.
hear her scratching at my door.
Can you... I
Come on
wish
in
your
then.
camera was working.
I know. I don't know if there's a way if I can get it to. I'm so
What's her
scared of cam.
name?
It's Boo.
Boo.
Hello.
Oh, what a cute name. Did she come with that name?
Yeah, yeah. We were like, nah,
What a
she
great
really
name.
suited it. So we were like, yeah, you can just stick with it. Isn't
I
it,
love
Boo?
it.
Oh, camera.
Yeah, it's such a nice thing, especially that time of year, because like I said, it must be horrible for not only the dogs, but the people who have to work there over Christmas as well and look after them and stuff. So if you can give them a home, that's a really lovely thing to do.
Yeah. Yeah, because that's not their fault. They just want a nice life, don't
Exactly. Yeah, yeah. They didn't ask for this life, did they? Bless them. Yeah.
So hopefully we're giving her a nice retirement.
Yeah.
So to speak.
Absolutely. How old was she when you got her?
It said 3 on the forms.
Oh,
And
right.
we also
Okay.
heard a rumor that sometimes if they don't know the age of a dog, they'll average it out and put 3.
I really. Yeah.
So we, because she acted kind of puppy-ish
Yeah.
or youngish, and she's really grown since we've had her, like constantly coming out of her shell.
Yeah. Oh, lovely. That's really must be really lovely to see. Actually, like her gaining in confidence.
Yeah, especially when you're like, I don't know how to. I'm not a dog trainer or anything.
Yeah.
But it's like she's doing this on her own. Like,
Oh yeah.
what colour is that?
What colour is what, sorry?
Satin.
I did a combination. Only highlights, didn't properly colour, but loads of orange and yellows and that sort of thing.
Right, I've gone with that.
I think we've had Saturn on the channel before, actually. I think Saturn came up in Diana's one. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it did because I can remember.
You've
Well, whether it was that one.
recycling content already.
Yeah, apparently so. Maybe it was. Maybe it was Jupiter. I don't know. Maybe that was it.
It's some celestial body. Like,
Yeah, one of those. They're all the same, aren't they? Since we had our chat about it's fun to draw ugly men, I've drawn an ugly man, and he's ended up like what's his name? Like Rocky's mate in the boxing films, Mick. His old mate. He's ended up like him. So I was like, it's kind of carried on the boxing theme.
that's fantastic. One of my friends and co-collaborators, Jim Banfield,
Right.
I was chatting to him last night, and he was doing a sketch. He's doing almost like the entire cast of the Batman '66 series.
Oh,
of
wow.
Caricatures. And the first one he was starting, the second one that he got onto that he was showing me was the Penguin. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
And I never realised that's Mickey from Rocky.
Is it?
Yes. See, that was my reaction too.
Wow. Yeah, it makes sense in my head now. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, nuts.
It's him.
Oh, man. That is great. And what a brilliant project.
Yeah, no, it looks really cool. Like, I don't know if you've ever seen any of his stuff. He's not super online.
Right. Yeah. Everyone's got different degrees of online, haven't they?
Absolutely. But I really love his stuff. It's very similar to like Fairly Odd Parents, kind of.
Oh, lovely! Yeah. Oh, I love that. Oh, cool. What's his name again? I'm gonna write it down.
Jim Bampfield.
That name does ring a bell. Bampfield.
He also is one of the co-creators of Loose Cannon. If you ever heard that sci-fi comic, they've not really.
I don't know.
They've not done conventions for a couple of years, so they're not on the scene at the moment.
Oh, right.
He's friends with Dan Harris. Do you know Dan Harris?
Yes. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. And is this going to be a Kickstarter? Do you know, or is it going to say?
It's just a little project for him.
Just a project.
He was like, I would really like to do these as trading cards, but like, who buys trading cards?
Oh man, yeah. I think there'd be a market for trading cards.
I think it was over 50 or 60 cards.
Oh wow.
It would be because he's gone in. He showed me like a little note of all the names, and it's like, oh god, that's extensive.
Wow. But I imagine that one of the issues with that would be paying for them to be made up, because if you've got that many cards and you don't just have one of each in trading cards, do you? You're going to have how many of each? 50? I don't know. If you actually want to sell them as trading card things, then yeah, it's going to cost an absolute fortune. But yeah, brilliant project. I'd love to see it.
Yeah. Well, he's going to be tweeting them, so I'll be retweeting them as well.
Good
as and when.
Well, I'm going to be looking him up, definitely.
But he's also who I'm doing a little project with as well, about a carpet salesman who decides to become a private detective.
Oh, that sounds amazing.
In a small seaside town.
Sign me up for one of those, please. Yeah, that sounds absolutely stunning.
It's a so the idea of it is that I do a story and then he does a story and we're sort of taking it in turns.
Great.
So I've written one, started drawing it, and he's written one. And I'm gonna
that's fantastic.
He's still drawing it, but I'm gonna do the thumbnails for him.
That's amazing. I love the idea of that. Is that going to be a Kickstarter eventually, or is that just again a project? Or I don't know. I'm still trying to think of ways to market it, because it's like, I've got a very nice reaction from you, but I'm always like, how do you really sell this? Because it's basically a like daytime detective, kind of vibe. Like it's a comedy, and it'll be about. Well, I love that. I love that theme, the daytime detective. And those I've watched. It's absolutely. I think that's a real selling point in itself. And then I would also say, I know your art style, and I'm like, yeah, I'm on board there as well. From the way you've described Jim's art style, I'm on board there as well. So it's just got so many elements that I think are fantastic. So I think you should lead with those.
Oh, fantastic! Oh well, I shall. And then I can blame it all on you if nothing.
Absolutely right. Yeah, you've got the evidence here that it was my idea and it went wrong.
Exactly. You've ruined it, Tom.
That's it. And I'm going to steal the idea.
Oh, and the detective's name is Spatchcock.
Nice. Very, very cool.
Because you need a weird name for a detective.
Absolutely, because people will be like, Spatchcock. It's going to be.
Yeah. Well, it's a bit tongue in cheek. It sounds rude, even though it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah. I started writing one about like a detective thing like that, but all the characters were animals, and it was called Hamster Guy Private Eye. And that was a really fun little project that I started writing. I never made anything of it, but I thought, I'll do it one day when I've got more time.
Have you ever tried writing like a detective story or mystery or a whodunit?
No, I would love to. I just literally don't think I've got the skills for something like a whodunit. I mean, that seems like it takes a lot.
There's kind of the comics that I'm doing at the moment, the Misadventures of Spring Heel Jack. I'm on the second one at the moment. There is an element of that in there. There's a bit of a mystery element to it, but yeah, it's certainly not detective-y. It's not sort of layered and storied like that.
Yeah, it's definitely been a learning curve for me.
Yeah. Where do you start with something like that?
Oof. Good question. I'm trying to think how I did start that one. It was one of those things where I had so many false starts with other little mini projects in my head where it's like, oh yeah, do this and then that, and then I sort of got so far into the writing on these other projects where it just hit a wall. I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. But for some reason, when I thought about like, oh, this bumbling retired carpet salesman who wants to be a detective,
Yeah.
It just started flowing really easily. And
Brilliant.
I think one of the first elements was I want it set in a old theatre.
Nice. Beautiful
it's
elements
gonna be,
like that.
And so once I picked the location and then started thinking about the characters that I wanted in it, and I think at the time I was watching a lot of Chris Morris.
Yeah, nice. Yeah.
So a lot of the the cast is pretty much based on the cast from Jam.
Right. Okay.
Chris Morris is the director, and then I've forgotten half the actors' names, but yeah, it's like Mark Heap is like caricatured in it, and Kevin Eldon and Amelia Baltimore, Julia Davis. Yeah,
brilliant.
So I've been taking inspiration from lots of British comedies, and just kind of going, oh, the way they've played that character, I could just recast them in one of my stories.
Nice. Good idea for inspiration. I really like that. Because often writers get the question, is this based on somebody you know and that sort of thing? And I can't imagine ever sort of really basing somebody on somebody I know. But I could see that, having a fully formed caricature which is already there. Yeah, I like that.
It's one of the things like I would ask when I'm doing projects for other people.
Yeah.
When I'm doing a character design.
Yeah.
Is the easiest way for me to get inside the head of the other person is like, if you were going to cast this, who would you cast to play this character?
Nice.
And then it's like, okay, because then you can think about how they act and move and kind of characters they've played or whatever.
Yeah. That's fantastic. Yeah, good idea. I can't wait to see that. How long do you reckon that is away from being a finished project?
It's fewish months.
Okay, good stuff.
I'm still on Rumrow issue 4.
Yeah.
That's priority 1 at the moment. So that needs to get done.
Yeah.
But I've been uploading pages to my Patreon.
Oh, good stuff.
I'm currently on page 45.
Wow, fantastic. God, there's a lot there then. Yeah, so anybody who wants to go and support you has got a lot to go at there. Actually, there's going to be a wealth of stuff to look through.
It's the first, I think, 9 pages are coloured, and then I've just been like, I just want people to see this or start getting it out there, so I don't keep coming back to it and changing bits.
Yeah.
I find it really easy to just keep falling back and going, let's just tweak this, tweak that.
I do that all the time. Yeah.
At some point, you've got to just go, it's done. Leave
it. Exactly. I totally agree.
Gosh, this isn't my best work.
Don't worry about that. I'm not paying you these sort of rates for your top work.
It's true. You get what you pay for.
Exactly. I'm paying you in smiles. The occasional glimpse of my dog.
Hey, that's worth it. I wish my camera was working. I could show you my dog.
I would love to see. Will you send me a picture of her, please, and I'll put it in the video?
Absolutely.
That'd be wonderful.
Because she, if you can remember what my room looked like, the window behind me, she often sits in the windowsill.
Oh, how gorgeous! Looking out.
She's like, she's a proper little studio buddy.
Oh, fantastic. That is so nice.
So I recommend you get like a little dog bed or something. Just pop in your corner.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because she's got one in the kitchen at the moment. But yeah, if I get another little one, have just down here, have a little pal down there. Thing is, she's a puppy at the moment. She just picks up anything she finds and chews it. So if I drop anything, pens or artwork or yeah, so that would be.
That was weird. I think I over prepared for when we were getting Boo.
Yeah.
From rescue, because I expected her to be like, oh, she's going to chew everything. She's going to poo and pee everywhere.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be an absolute nightmare. And then she's just like really chill. Just wants to hang out with us. It's like, oh, okay.
She's there going, excuse me, I'd like to use the bathroom, if that's okay.
It's really good. Like she won't even do a number 2 in the garden unless she really needs to.
But it has to be on a walk, does it? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
This is really particular.
Very good.
Okay, I think I'm calling it here.
Yeah.
No, I'm not happy with it. Hang on.
Okay,
I'm just gonna tweak the colours, maybe. I'm still also trying to learn how to use Procreate a bit.
Yeah, well, I found that those things are always a learning curve, aren't they? You're constantly getting new bits and pieces.
Okay. Oh, I was just about to hold it up to the camera then.
Oh, bless you. Well, I shall see it when it's all together. But right, okay, I'm going to put aside my picture. Do you want to see what I've been working on?
Yes, please.
Okay, tell me. I can't see this, so tell me if that's visible.
Perfect.
So yeah,
it's like a Mickey.
Exactly.
Want a towel?
Yeah, exactly. Right. Good stuff. Right. So you know what's coming next, don't you?
Is it a second one, or is it the eyes closed?
It's the eyes closed.
The eyes closed. Right.
Okay, going into the plot.
You'll have to trust me on this one, seeing as you can't.
Yeah, I can't adjudicate. Okay, we have. This is so apt. I mean, it was sent in by @PostmanGav, so thank you @PostmanGav from the Twitter, and we are going to be drawing a penguin.
Oh.
So feel free to draw the one from Batman if you want to.
Is it all right if we did? Because my brush settings have gone ballistic.
What's
and
happened?
It just looks like it doesn't look like anything.
Do you want to do another one?
Yeah, can I do it? Can I do it analog though? Oh no, wait, you won't be able to. Oh wait, if I send you a picture of it.
Yeah, that's fine. Or you can set your phone up to record it, like balance it somewhere.
Oh, even better.
Yeah, absolutely fine.
So I can. It's that. Honestly, that was shocking. Oh my word! You can see where I went. Oh, I'm doing a beak. There's just like a big V. The rest is just scribbles.
It's a tapir.
Oh, that's like an anteater?
Yeah.
Thing.
Feel free to Google it quickly before if you want to have a quick look at what one looks like.
I feel like it's an anteater, but with a shorter nose.
That's exactly right. When I'm looking at a picture of one now.
I'm not even going to Google it. I'm not even going to Google it.
Awesome.
I'm going to use a Sharpie though.
Ooh, okay. Well, have I got a Sharpie here? Not a black one. I have. We're going to both use Sharpies then.
If you could give me 2 seconds, I've got like a little stand I can put my phone in just to quickly record.
Good call. Absolutely right.
If you could play like some elevator music.
Yeah, no, that's fine. I could maybe sing a song, go into a different camera. And we can. I should have learnt a song for this, shouldn't I?
You'll know for next time.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if I play music from my computer, whether that'll come up. That's a fun experiment. Let's try this.
Oh, I'm helicoptering again.
Oh, can you hear this?
Yeah.
There we go. It's interstitial music.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed.
Oh my god.
You want me?
Sorry, dude.
It's
Nearly
alright.
there. Right. That'll do. When he's in my eyes closed. Right.
Okay. Stop the music. Okay, right. Ready?
Tape here. Tape here.
Tape here. Channel it. Let's go.
Okay. Eyes are closed. So, that's one leg.
Oh no, I'm lost where I am on the paper completely now.
Do you know what, mate? I've just remembered I've not hit record.
You get me?
Like I've just got to. Oh, and it was doing so well.
Oh, I've looked. Oh, that's pretty happy with my tape here there. Oh well, we'll do another.
Me too. But we'll stick with the tape here. Jesus. I'm so sorry, guys.
It's alright, don't worry. Cool, you all set? Oh, hang on. I'll change my paper over now.
I'm recording. I'm recording.
Alright, you ready to go?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Second one.
Okay, back in the tape here.
Okay.
What sort of ears do a tape
Oh,
have?
quite sticky uppy. We've got two
Okay.
kind of roundy, sticky uppy ones.
Oh, do they have like big fluffy tails?
I didn't notice the tail. I noticed they're kind of black and white. So I guess they're the back half's black. Oh, why am I trying to colour in when I can't see? That's a really bad idea.
I'm assuming I'm near the head now. There's an eye. Oh, man.
Okay, I'm nearly there, I think. Where do you reckon my eyes would have been? Down there, there's my brows. Oh, I didn't draw a mouth for him. Okay.
Ooh,
Oh, have you looked? Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Oh, okay.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not great.
Yeah, mine's a bit more like a hamster, but it's it's not as bad as I was thinking.
It's yeah. I mean, mine looks like it's been sort of shot in the head. It's kind of it just doesn't join up.
Yeah.
Its head to its nose.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see what you mean.
I
Yeah.
managed the legs all right.
Yes, I'm quite happy with my legs, apart from one of them's in the stomach. That's all right. That was really fun. I like the tape here.
Can I have a look at your one?
Yeah. That was thanks to Nikki Draws on the Lakes International podcast.
Oh my god, that's really good.
I wouldn't say really good, but it was fun.
That's better than mine. Oh my god, that's really good.
I wouldn't say really good, but it was fun.
That's better than mine. Yeah.
Do you want to see my
yours
original
still
one?
look
that I
like
didn't
yours.
record? Was that one? So I actually did better the second time round.
Again, that's still really good. And I can still tell it's yours. You managed to keep it as your style.
God bless you. Thank you very much. Right, hang on. What I'm supposed to do now is bring my tape here back in and add some colour while you give out all the links of where people can find you online, any shops you have online for people to grab your stuff at. Go.
I may have done my homework, but I haven't prepared for this bit. So, I'm on Twitter as @BobGoblin.
Bob Goblin, yeah, that was fun.
But Goblin spelled like King's Lynn. There you go.
Bob Gob and then Lynn.
Correct.
There you go.
And my Instagram is the same. My Patreon is also the same, so /Bob Goblin. You can buy my stuff from, I'm trying to think the correct way to get the URL. It's on Happy Clam. It's on Etsy.
Okay, so if you search
Etsy.com.
Etsy for Happy Clam, is that right?
We Are Happy Clam.
Ah, right.
Etsy.com / We Are Happy Clam. You can get Pocket Full of Monsters from there. And if you wanted Trolltooth Wars, if you just Google Trolltooth Wars, you'll find the Big Cartel, or trolltoothwars.bigcartel.com.
And those beautiful prints of RPG games that I love.
Let me see if I can find. Just double checking that they're. Is that my shop or is that Etsy shop? No, that's Etsy shop. It's because I haven't really updated it in a while.
Right.
Just making sure it's still up there. But that would be gavinmitchell.bigcartel.com.
Okay.
Yes, and yes, the Captain Calavera print is up on there, and the Alan Partridge / Akira mashup print is on there as well.
Sounds awesome. Fantastic. That is wonderful. And all that remains for me to say is, Gavin, thank you so much for being my guest today.
Oh, thank you very much for having me. I'm really sorry my camera's decided to leave.
Don't be silly. We can always work around it.
Thanks
very much.
Thank you, dude. Thank you.